With the loss of his parents from an ongoing war between his home Sarah and the Demon King, Lord Kuroshi, Yashi wants to avenge them. However, he isn't alone. Diakian, the younger girl who also feels as though the innocent should not have to deal with the Demon King's wrath. With Yashi being 9 and Dia being 8, they would have to work a lot and get immensely stronger to even be a quarter of Kuroshi's strength. Each hero and demon is set within a generation zone. Lord Kuroshi is the Demon King of the 6th generation, but the heroine of the 6th generation, Kiana Kima, has mysteriously been missing for the past 3 years leading up to the Alma invasion, Alma being Yashi's home Sarah. During this absence of opposite power, the Demon King has taken full control over the Sarah Yato, or Yato, whose location is just a few hundred miles north of Kuroshi Sarah, Daku Matu. And with Yato being its own island, any attempt to save them will be heavily guarded by the Kuroshi's minions, or Disciplians. Through their journey, Yashi had miraculously and fortunately acquired the first ever hero's dermal during an important mission, making him the hero of the 7th generation. This situation is unique, whereas he's the only hero to have his counterpart being a generation behind, 6th demon versus the 7th hero. But this feat greatly increased his power, and he and Dia now had even more motivation. 2 years later, Yashi and Dia had the battle of their life against Zakuchi, Saud, Mary. The three were fighting in Matu Cast for an entire day with Zakuchi, while she was simultaneously destroying many buildings and severely injuring thousands. At the dawn of the day, Zakuchi had been worn down and surrounded by dozens of balancers, policemen, and Yashi and Dia, who were still eager to finish her off. Before they could, Council Maya had arrived and confronted Zakuchi. Zakuchi's reasoning for what she did was properly entertained during a meeting between the council, and with Council Maya being the deciding factor, she would be the one to converse with Zakuchi. Zakuchi was given an option of continuing to fight, losing, and being imprisoned for the remainder of her years, or cease fighting and give a chance to live her life as she should. Zakuchi chose to no longer fight and was properly put under surveillance. A poll went live in all of Matsuka's, and the 2 neighboring shadows whether or not Zakuchi should be imprisoned because of those affected by her actions. But the general consensus was Zakuchi was justified for her actions. Yashi's perspective would change from this experience. He now believed that individuals shouldn't be killed for their mistakes, but confined and allowed to evaluate their crimes and past decisions. Anyone he would fight would now be placed in a special prison where they couldn't use magic nor be influenced by the outside world, although family could visit. Other Sarahs began to use this methodology. A Lost Friend, Chapter 1, starts at the end of Yashi and Dia's fight with the Demon King like Kuroshi. At the end of the fight, Dia betrays Yashi before he's able to break Kuroshi's sustain. Yashi ends up falling off their battle platform, but is saved by a stray adventurer, Nayola Akamura. Imuna teleports them away as they escape, but Nayola is nowhere seen. Yashi's school gets invaded by Taku Avalanche, who now claims he's a fallen recipient. With Yashi are also 3 other fairly strong students. Yashi has to hide his hero identity from everyone there, trying to grasp what Taku is really after. Taku gets a teacher to continue teaching them for something. Nayola shows herself once again and hides with Yashi, pretending to be his first familiar in his hero form. Time passes as Yashi learns that Taku wants to create an army while also being safely registered to live in Macadamia. Yashi and Nayola go to General Opain themselves, but the general wants to speak to Taku directly.